So I wanted to go ahead and start off with the fact that I did go ahead and drop in the chat the official link for Entrepreneur Circle. Sorry, you guys have a new puppy, so you're hearing him crying in the background. Um, but we the new link is in there, and that will be hosted on Teams. That it will allow you to not only be a part of the My Entrepreneur Circle, but it will also give you access to Microsoft 365 Basic, which allows you to use like Word, Excel, and things like that. And then we will bring value with different tips and tricks, our motivational week, as well as we'll be providing videos each week with different ways as to how you can grow as an entrepreneur. And it will allow you to, well, you'll still be able to come to the meetings for free. That is for everybody. But we'll give you 50% off on our vision board meetings that we're going to have once a quarter. We're going to kind of beef those up because there's so much more that we can do with that. So I really wanted to share that with you guys because I'm super excited about it. There's also consulting with Shahara and myself included in that as well. So if that's something that you wanted to do, that's something that you can explore on the site that has been added to the chat here. The other thing is that today, happy Thanksgiving or happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Um, I hope that everybody got some time to sit back, relax, and enjoy their families and just reminisce on what they're thankful for this year. It's been a crazy year, and I believe that we've all had our ups and downs, probably in a really, really big way. Um, and some it's harder on some than others, but I wanted to take this time to just say thank you guys so much because we wouldn't have gotten here to this point without you. Shahara and I had an idea one day, and then we were able to reach out to other people. And honestly, even though our group is small, it's a lot bigger than we ever would have imagined it to be honest. We just wanted to bring a couple more people into our circle to help inspire them and have them inspire us too, because sometimes you just have hard weeks and you need somebody to keep you going. You need somebody who has different ideas or different things that they know that can push you in the right direction. And so that's why we became up with the business village that we have. I do want to say as well, I know that I said that we have our group now for that's going to be on Teams, but we will still have a free group as well because we want to cater to all of our people. And that will be on Facebook. I will be getting a link out to you guys after this session for our Facebook group. For anybody who wants to join, you'll be able to add anybody to that you like. We just want to continue to inspire and help, and you guys inspire us more than you could ever know. So, Shahar, do you want to take it and kind of tell a little bit about your business? Tell them kind of what your thoughts are for today.
So as many as you may know, may not know, Shahara Shay, nickname. I'm the owner of Vogue Beauty Hair and Makeup Artistry. It is primarily catered to weddings. And then when I first started this, it was by myself. Um, and then it drifted off to God wanting it to grow and expand to a team. So from there, I got pregnant and I was already building the team because it was me and Latoya. Some of you guys know Latoya, and it was Asia. She was my assistant. She was just assisting me at that time because I was just like going crazy, going from one end to the other end of Charlotte, of North Carolina. And then it expanded to more people, and I would just meet random people, like God, not random, but God would just bring me people, and I would just talk to them, and we would just hit it off, and just they just joined the team, and then from there, just working and still having my 9 to 5, and then having my I don't like to call it a hustle anymore because it's not. It's a whole business. So it supports me and my family now. So, I definitely I tell Marilyn this all the time. Don't quit your day job. Don't do it. Keep that 9 to 5. Do your business on the side. It is a business, it is not a hustle. So do your 9 to 5, do your side business, do your two side businesses if you have to. Um, because that 9 to 5 is going to fund that business. And until your business can bring in the income that your 9 to 5 is bringing you, plus what your businesses, then don't quit it. Like, so, but and I know some people, because I've been in other groups that have their 9 to 5 and have a business as well. They love doing both. So if you like doing both and you can handle doing both, cool. Now I'm on the verge of starting something new because I've just found that Vogue Beauty isn't fulfilling me anymore. It was basically when it first started, I was just like, I need to get out of corporate. I don't want to work for nobody. And I just want something else. I just want to work for myself. And so that's where the love of like makeup happened, and really entrepreneur, because it really wasn't makeup. I really wasn't like, oh my God, I'm the best artist. Oh my God, I love makeup. It was just the sight of, wow, I love really making money and I really love owning my own shit at this point. Um so from there, it just now the team is there, and I'm like, if I have my team, yet let's utilize my team. And then now I'm venturing off to finally having products and going through that whole thing. So that's a whole other journey and a whole other monster that I just didn't, you know, I didn't want, but slowly it was like catching up to me. Like, and then I thought in my head, it's crazy. And I'm glad I get to share this, because one step in our business will lead us to that next step. So we have like that big, huge goal, like that huge, like I think of the goal as like that mansion that we see that we're just like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get that. Like that's never gonna be there. But if you think about it, it's like a little snowball effect that leads you. And then all of a sudden you find yourself, oh my God, I'm in the mansion. Like I'm sitting in the mansion. Like I'm here. Like, so yeah, it's just those little things. And I feel like, like Marilyn said, just having a group to talk to, just having, we're going right now, I'm like going a mile a minute, and then just looking down on my phone and just seeing Marilyn's like pop up in the EC, like motivation, here's your motivation. And I'm like, okay, I could keep going. I could keep going. Because I didn't have that in the beginning. I didn't have any of this in the beginning. It was literally just me, but I find myself being like, how was I so motivated? And I felt like I was just hungry to just not having to answer to nobody but myself. And I don't know why I did it, because now I'm like, listen, if I could just clock out at 5 and just be like, I'm done, that would be so great. But entrepreneur life is definitely around the clock, 24/7. But like I bring it full circle, if you have a 9 to 5, you have your small business, you're working like that already. So you're already training yourself to work like that already. You just get a little lazy, because I feel like I've gotten a little lazy during the years, because now I'm like, oh, I could just hand my job to so and so and so and so, and then I could just, that's the end goal, is to be fully lazy. That's my goal. I just want to let y'all know. Like, my goal is to be like, oh, so and so has this. Oh, I'm gonna just check in on meetings and just call it a day. Like that's the end goal. That's my end goal. But yeah, just to have this group, just to have something that holds us accountable, or just to talk, just to vent. That's what me and Marilyn were. I mean, this is what me and Marilyn were when we worked together. And then to now see her flourish into her business and me being like, oh my God, this is someone that I trust, like we all trust each other. So just giving thanks to any of like, I would say too, for any businesses, I had to take a seat back too and just send out some thank you notes to my clients. Really, just being appreciative for them because I mean, without your clients, without people wanting to spend money, that you just won't be here. So just being and giving things to them, the whole thought process of Thanksgiving. I don't think I celebrate, like I eat, of course, and but the whole thought of that holiday is really coming into full effect. Like, do I really want to celebrate this now? Do I want to go into just more of the giving sense of it? And then now, like, I love Christmas. So that's always like giving. It's like I don't even want to receive anymore. I just want to give. And then now I'm just thinking, even with the new product launch, like how can I give instead of just always taking? Everything that I've seen now is like, this is what I'm selling. This is what I'm selling. This is what I'm selling. But what is your consumer actually like? What are they getting from you? Like, what value are they getting from you rather than just spending money with you? You know what I mean? Like, the value that all of you guys get from us is that we're sharing information. You guys are, we sit down to actually think about these meetings and we're giving to you guys for free. Um, and of course, yes, if you want more, like Marilyn has tied in, like, yeah, if you want more, you want more in depth, more sit downs. Of course, that comes with like paying something, but anything investing in yourself is always a good thing. I'm just saying, I never, wouldn't it be nice like if you bought something and then all of a sudden you got a thank you note from that company saying, just thank you, not an email, an actually written note, or even it could be typed up. It could be typed up too. Just a note. I bought this item, and then a year later, I get this note like, I just want to say thank you for purchasing from us, or whatever. You're just like, well, dang. Well, that was nice. Or even like that girl on the podcast, like, not ignoring comments, not ignoring DMs, never getting that big where you can't answer a question or just, give back. So that's just where I am. It's just giving and thanking and being just appreciative of where I've been and where I am now. And then, all of us can be, ooh, we weren't thinking about the business a couple years ago, you know what I mean? And then I'm just trying to put myself back in 2015 where I was just like, "Oh my god." I always knew this wasn't gonna be my life. I'm not gonna be at the counter my entire life, but where am I going? So even back then, let's say 2017, being like, "Wow, look at where I've come." So, yeah. But I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I'm here to give all the information. I trust me. I look back. I'm like, how did I do? Because there was no resources. There was like 2015. I think Instagram like just hit in 2012. So it was just like that. It was just like that new TikTok wave. So 2015, it was people were just getting into it, and I didn't have my business at that time. So I was late to the game. Apparently I'm always late to the game. So I was late trying to do so. But he has a plan. He's gonna get you through. And all you could do is just little by little, just take those little shark bites and just eat at it every single day. Just doing just one thing every day. That's just what's helped me. But I felt like when I first started Vogue Beauty, I was like doing 10 things at the same time. Like, I did a lot of things at the same time, but you just have to, like, everybody's saying, like, you just have to start. I just leaped. I was like, "Pfft, okay, website. Okay, I gotta buy this. Okay, I gotta do this." And then you'll just find yourself like, oh, okay, after that 3, 4 year sum, okay, I'm actually seeing money. But then that money kind of goes down the drain again when you want to do something else. But hey, it's all worth it. It's all worth when you're just helping other people, helping yourself. And then, like Marilyn brought this situation, not situation, but this concept up when we were talking. And I was like, yeah, it is only me and her, but there's other people like that could definitely benefit this. So and then she went off on a whole other, oh my God, it could be this, it could be that. And I was like, okay, yeah, great. So yeah, that's all I have. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But that's all I have to say about, me, my brand. I know it's very like cut and dry. It doesn't give you no concept of like how I started and how I'm here as a full time. Now, I will tell you this. I do have a significant other that definitely helps with major bills. I do contribute with my business. So that plays a big part of it. And I feel like some people, they don't tell you that part. But then we have Marilyn on the other end that it's just her and she's grinding and she pays for everything herself. So you have two people with two different lifestyles but are still doing the same thing. So I feel like everybody can do it. Everybody can do something that they love, and when you love it, when you're passionate about it, it's great. My daughter's like going in on that door right now.
I
No,
would
no.
say like it's everybody has a level to it, you know? And I think that we all start somewhere and then you take it as far as you want to take it, because just because you start something that you love to do doesn't mean that you want to do it full time.
Mhm.
Some people really do love their day job. Some people like what they do, working for somebody else, and there's no shame in that, but they just have a passion that they enjoy outside of that. And so I think that we all are just out here doing what we do. Um, just
I love
depending
that you called
on
it
the
a
person.
passion instead of a hobby, because that word hobby, it used to get under me because people would email me and be like, "Why do you charge what you charge? You're just doing makeup. You're just doing a hobby. This is just a hobby." And I used to be like, "Okay, like you come and load your entire kit in a car with a chair with hair stuff and log it up 3 flights of stairs because you live in an apartment and set it up. I'm bringing a whole salon to you." So then it became, I'm not breaking it down anymore to people. Like, I just didn't want to break it down. I'm like, okay, fine. All right. But I was in the beginning, I was like, I was grinding. Let me just explain what you're getting. Let me explain all the services. Let me explain that I'm what you need, but just wasn't my clientele at that point. Now they circle back and they're like, "Oh, this is like great." I'm like, "Exactly." And now people get, because they see the Kardashians get their makeup done from a celebrity makeup artist and it's coming to them, that it becomes a whole thing. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're selling, whatever your passion is, something in the universe is going to show somebody, oh, now I get why she charged. And they charge 3 times as much as I charge because they have celebrity in front of their name.
Well, I do want to give everybody who wants to talk a chance, because today is our entrepreneurs giving. So if there's anybody else who wants to jump in to tell us about your business and how you got started and really what you're thankful for this year. You can go ahead and jump in.
Hey everybody, my name is Chanel and I am a realtor for Tony Chanel Real Estate. Um, I think this might be my third meeting with you guys, but I never really spoke. I was just kind of like, in the background, just, taking away from what everybody else was contributing and giving advice and everything. So um, basically, I've been in the real estate business for about 10 years, but never really worked for myself. I was supporting everyone else's real estate business. So I worked for a broker and pretty much ran her brokerage. She just had to show up. I was running the show for her, but I was in the background. But I think my personality is to help others anyway, but it was on a lower scale at that time. And I'm thinking like, okay, I'm obtaining all of this information, learning the business, and I'm not doing anything with it. And I did this for like 10 years. So finally, just a few months ago, about 6 months ago, an opportunity arisen for me to be able to go out on my own and, you know, do my own thing in real estate. And I decided to take that leap in July. So right now I'm just trying to like work on my self branding because as you guys probably already know, real estate is a very saturated um, for being a real estate agent. There's agents everywhere. Everyone knows the agent. There's an agent in their family, oh, my neighbor's an agent. Like I hear this all the time, like, but I've been getting a lot of business. So there's enough for everybody. But I'm in the beginning stages of kind of establishing myself as an agent and thinking about how I want to like on social, like influence on social media. Like right now I'm working with a lot of first time home buyers and people that are looking to invest, but they don't really know where to start. So I'm kind of guiding that type of clientele right now. So I don't know if that's going to be my main focus because I don't want to limit myself, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out who's my tribe, like who am I appealing to in the business. So I'm still establishing that. However, business has been great. I'm glad that I decided to take the leap. I'm getting business like I never would have imagined. And I'm just grateful that I had the courage to do that instead of supporting everyone else. So I'm definitely thankful for me deciding not to be a punk and go out and do it. And I have no regrets.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is really awesome. Congratulations.
Yes, best
Yeah.
friend. Yes. I did write two things down really quick. Um, relationships. That's going to be your best benefit. So I forgot what you said in the beginning. With like you just like what's going to be your niche? Your niche, honestly, first time home buyers. Like you see a lot of real estates and they're like, oh, let's put you in this mansion. Let's put you in the da 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 da. I think like when you said that, I thought of like Fixer Upper. That show went above and beyond because they were fixing up homes and they were selling it to first home buyers that wanted a really nice home. So I think, it might not be this extravagant right now, because then you build relationships and you don't know who those people are, Chanel, that are those first home buyers. You don't know who they know. And then they bring you that relationship because you then send them that thank you note, or you then build that relationship. Hey, home girl, like how's the house? Da, 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 da. So you build the relationship And then they're like, oh my God, my whatchamacallit needs a second home. And this is his like fourth home that he wants, but he wants to be in this part of Jersey. So that's what I would say run with that niche that you have, because a lot of people, I feel like, especially in 2020, 2021, people are losing their homes right now because it's 2020. And
Mm.
but they're going to regain back that income. And so I feel like that they're going to be looking for a home again. And they're going to have to start from where, and then on Instagram, giving up, and I will put myself in there, giving up tips and tricks like, what do I need to do as a first time home buyer? Like, I have no idea what to do. I don't even know what the first step, I mean, my first step is probably reaching out to you and being like, can you help me? Right. So, but letting us know, even do like a quick little, Instagram or a little video, just like these are the top 3 things that you need to do first. Boom, that's it. And I will really drive in that first home buying, because I feel like it's gonna skyrocket. I mean, you're already doing great. So then, yep. Get all of Jersey so that you can come and captivate everything else.
I will say, when you said building relationships, that's another thing I want to do, because so I'm based in New Jersey, but I have colleagues that are in different states, and I kind of want to expand on that, because you're in Charlotte. I have a cousin that's in Dallas, Texas. So, like, I can help you, but only to a certain extent. So what we do as agents, let's say you come to me and you say, I want to purchase a house, and we're not in the same state and I don't have a license there. I can
Mhm,
still help you, but
mhm.
ultimately I would refer you to someone that I trust for you. So I
Mm.
do definitely want to collaborate with other agents in other states to establish those relationships too. So
Can you get your license in other states?
oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
actually right now working on Pennsylvania and Delaware, because
Okay.
I'm a lot of inquiries from clients that are looking in those areas. And I could, like I said, I can help them to a certain extent, but like to actually be full on in their transaction, I would have to send them to someone else. But that's okay. I mean, I feel like if I can establish relationships with agents in other states, then they'll do the same for me. If they have somebody else that's relocating to New Jersey, I don't know why anybody want to move to New Jersey, but that's another thing.
No, let's not put that in the air. People are moving to New Jersey so
Well,
that
or
Chanel
yeah,
can get more
uh,
first time home
yeah,
buyers.
if you're working in New York or Philadelphia,
Mhm.
everybody's always going to want to come to Jersey. It's more suburban, and if they're not looking for the city lifestyle, they usually come. But that is one of my goals too, to establish relationships elsewhere, not just where I'm at.
That's always good, because I just thought of it and saw it, like, so you have, let's say you have people in Dallas, let's say you have people here, right?
Mm.
The people that have been working from home, let's say now their job is like, okay, you have to come and live here. I'm thinking of Robbie's job. Robbie's job, but they have people everywhere. So let's say they're like, okay, you got to go to Jersey.
Hmm.
My first instinct is, oh, well, Robbie, tell that person that Chanel's there so they can get a house. So it's like that connection and
Yeah,
connecting people. So when you have relationships everywhere,
exactly.
when I have clients even in Jersey, like I'll be like, oh, go see Shay so she could do your makeup, because I know Shay and I know my word is trusted and her makeup is trusted, and I believe in her. So
Exactly. So like right now, if that were to happen, I would have an agent to send someone to. So
mhm,
I'm technically an international agent. I have
mhm,
agents. I'm connected to agents worldwide,
nice.
but I don't necessarily know them on a
Mhm,
personal level. So if I refer you to them, I don't know what type of experience you're going to have, because I don't really know how that agent operates. So
mhm.
like I want to get more personal in that aspect. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if I just send you to whomever, I'm going to make money from that sale. But I don't know if they're going to put you through the ringer. Like, you know what I mean? Because each agent has their own style. And, you know, some agents are very cut and dry. They just want to get the transaction over and done with. And I'm not like that. So I definitely want to find like-minded agents that I can like be solid and say, all right, you're good. Like I'll make sure they take care of you. So
So what I'm hearing is that it's going to be a group coming up that you're going to be over, that you're going to be like, hi. So come to my group so I can get a better feel of who you are in different areas. So then I can go ahead and build up that relationship with you. So now I know exactly who I'm sending you to, right? That's the next step.
right.
That's the next step, right? Yeah.
I like that plug, Julissa. I like that plug.
Look at you. You get there. Look at you. No, but I did want to go ahead and touch on the new, like just having new home buyers. The first thing that came to mind was they always want another home. Everybody's always expanding. They have kids. Their kids
Mhm.
have kids, family members, first time home buyer, kids grow up. So it's like that's kind of where you want to be now because it's like the ground level of everything that you're gonna go for. God's like, you know what? Nah, I don't know if you're
Right.
religious or not, but you know me, it's God. So, or whoever you praise to, that's fine too. But whoever that higher power is for you is like, let me start her here, and then she's gonna grow from here, and then she's gonna blow up. Wait, that's my word. Don't take it. I know whoever started that word, they took it from me. Don't take it. But you're gonna blow up Shuate. And then you're gonna have all these
Hold on.
people.
That's gonna be on a shirt. we gonna buy that from you. That's gonna be on a shirt.
She's so serious about that word too.
Don't take it. But so you're gonna blow up Shuate. And then I'm gonna hear your name on like Instagram and Facebook, and I'm gonna be like, wait, I know I'm gonna see her this Monday, and I'm gonna have to share it and let her know she's everywhere. And I'm gonna paste your group, and next thing you know, you just gonna be out of there. I'm gonna give you about a year to get there. 6 months. 6 months to get there, and then we're gonna see you everywhere. But one thing that so shift, because I'm a shifter. One thing that you said that really resonated with me on the serious note is, and me and Marilyn literally just had this conversation. You said, I'm so glad I took the step and I didn't punk out, right? When I tell you I just punked out, like the punk out was so real. And I'm serious. She literally just had a conversation with me about this yesterday because I'm not gonna say what I said to her because it was, a personal thing, but I basically just was like, I don't know. Like it just doesn't. I'm looking at everybody else's stuff and I don't like it. Like I just don't know. And I'm still gonna do it because she gave me a really good pep talk, and I was like, you know what, you right. That's why you my sister. But I'm like, and when you said it, it like kind of gave me what I needed to be like, you know what, Jalise, why are you being a punk? You're not a punk. You're outspoken. You're crazy. You're wild. Why are you punking out when it matters the most? I'm like, punk out was 16. It wasn't 2 years later. Like, so I'm like, when you said that, it really did touch my heart. I was like, oh my God, Jalise, you are literally doing what she didn't do. And when it comes to certain aspects, I'm like you. Like, I'll build somebody else up. I'll help somebody. I'll like, yes, we got this. You can do this. But when it comes to me, I'll be like, look, let me just stay back here and I'm going to let you go up there and enjoy it up there, So I'm like, goodness, when you said that, I was like, girl, you touched my heart. I needed to be here today, didn't I? So thank you. I did want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And I just wanted to add in one thing. Shahara said it when she was talking, and it just made me think about when you guys were talking, was that my cousin, she had a real estate agent that came to her house with like Christmas, like a little Christmas gifts and a card and stuff. I'm not saying you have to go all that way, but what Shahara was saying about the thank you cards, like it does go a long way. Like Jaleese had just said, like people, they are always expanding. When my cousin and I are always talking about my house is too small, my house is too small. But at one point it wasn't too small. And so she really hit the nail on the head with that. When you have that relationship and you continue that relationship, you have those continued clients. So, and not only that, but like when I saw them come like to the house, because I happened to be the one that was there to get the little gift for her, I was like, man, if I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna buy it from her, because look at this first class service you just got, So that's just an idea. But I do want to call Jaleesa out, since we're talking about punking out, and you need to tell us about your business and tell us what you're thankful for this year. Okay.
Okay, fine. See, I talked and I was like, yes, got away, but I guess I didn't. So basically what I'm gonna talk about my business first. What I do is basically like, so my favorite time of day, and I know this is gonna sound kind of bad, but not too bad. But my favorite time of day is when I can like get away from everything, all of the noise. Like I said, I have two kids, so all of the noise, everybody sleep, and I can just take a bath or relax and shower, or just like even in the middle of the day when everybody's just going crazy in my household, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm done. I'll go in and I'll take a bath or a shower, and it'll instantly relax me. So basically, what I do is I make bath bombs, sugar scrubs, waxes, anything that you can think of to make that experience great. For me, that's my calm. That's my peace. My kids know, don't knock on the door if I'm in the shower or the bath. Don't bug me. Somebody has to be bleeding, because if I'm in here and you're gonna bug me in here, you're stepping over that boundary. So I took that experience and I created my business. And that's basically what I do. I basically enhance literally every aspect of a bath or a wax or any type of feminine experience is around that area. Um, the thing that I am most thankful for this year is just, I would probably say, just knowledge. Like, I feel like I've grown and learned so much, and I feel like that is what I'm mostly thankful for. I feel like it's so many different strings to that, but I'm gonna go ahead with just knowledge, like just growing to love, growing in business, growing in relationships, growing in myself, um, growing in my family, just growth and knowledge and learning everything that I've learned this year, because I definitely am a different person going into 2021. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah. So I'm gonna go
Thank
ahead and
you.
toss that ball to Miss Ann Johnson, since I'm being called out. I know she's on this line.
How you gonna just bust me out like that? Okay,
Yeah, I
fine.
know you on here.
Yeah, okay. But y'all not gonna see my face, okay?
Yeah,
You're not
I
gonna see my
mean,
face because I'm looking a hot
eh,
mess. And let me throw out this disclaimer before I even start, before I offend anybody. I am horrible with names. So if I call you the real estate girl, I mean it in love. If I call the other girl the makeup girl, I mean it in love, because I will butcher your name. And I'm so sorry in advance, okay? But I do want to comment on the young lady that was speaking on the real estate thing. And she was speaking, I really liked what she said. And I agree with the girl that does the makeup, what she said to the girl that sells the real estate. And the fact that she was saying, look at the first time home buyers, and looking at myself, I think she's on to something with that idea, because thinking about myself, um, I'm older, so I worked so many years. My thing was I always wanted to own land and home and all this stuff. finally got myself together at my age where I can actually go out and purchase a home. Credit is not an issue. Work income is not an issue at this point. But I think I have in common with a lot of first time home buyers uh, in any circle, first time home buyer period, is that fear, because we lack the knowledge to actually purchase a home. And then we don't know how to trust, we don't know who to trust, because we hear so many horror stories of people getting messed over, or you could have got a better deal if you did this, or if you had known this, then this would have happened, or if you just, so you got that fear. And then it's a lot of red tape. You don't know where to start. I don't know who to call. How much should I save? How high does my credit score need to be for me to even consider it? What agencies are good for me, which agency is bad? So there's so much knowledge, that so many things that we don't know, that the lady that sells the real estate, she does know. She has the inside scoop. So I think with I don't want to butcher her name, the girl that sells the makeup, that does the makeup, I think her idea is so good for that other girl, because even if she did like a I don't know what they call them these days, podcast, I think they call it, or something like what we're doing now, where you could just give advice, say, hey, if you're a home first time home buyer, have you ever considered this? Or just do a little, even if it's 5-10 minutes. Not saying giving away your knowledge for free. I'm not saying that, but just to develop what do you call it, a presence. Like, hey, this girl, that's the girl on the internet. That's the girl that does this. Hey, let me call her and see. She looks cool. I'm gonna call her. Even if you're in Jersey, you know somebody still, because like you said, you have people that all over the world that you can refer to, but hey, they're gonna call you because they trust you, because you put it out there that and you're trying to help and you're sincere. So I think that's important. And for me personally, in my situation right now, if you did it next 5 minutes, I'd be like, what she say? Oh, I gotta hold up, let me get off the phone with you, Jalise. I gotta call this, I gotta log on to see what this girl talking about. The girl that was on the thing with us. That's just where I am. And I will be calling my friends, girl, get on here, because she finna do another podcast. Girl, get on there and see. Because that's just how I am. And I think that would be so helpful. Even though I don't know first time home buyers, I don't know real estate world. Maybe it's like, yeah, it's not a whole lot of money. Yeah, commission's not that great. I don't know how that affects your pocketbook. I have no idea. But I think potentially long term, you'd be having more business, hand over fist, because everybody would be looking for you, or everybody would be looking for you to refer them to somebody. And I don't know if you split commission or how that works, but it's just, I think with real estate, it's just like buying a car, like a car dealership and real estate. Those are the two people you want, somebody you can trust, because you have no idea what you're doing when you go to buy a car, and you have no idea what you're doing when you're buying a house. So if you don't have people that you can trust, you put it off. Like myself, I'm older, I'm putting it off, I'm putting it off, I'm putting it off. Now I literally have no excuse, but I'm putting it off because I have that fear. I'm gonna get messed over. I don't know. Should I buy a land? Should I build? Should I get a used? Should I get a fixer upper? Should I do this? I have no idea what to do. I don't have no idea where I should start, even at my age. So I think that was a really good idea, and a really good, and I just wanted to throw that out there. But what I have to be thankful for this year is just oh, and I also wanted to say to the girl that sells the real estate, is that kudos to you, because you said you jumped out in July. If y'all remember, in July we were still sitting at home in the pandemic. So everybody should have been shouting and praising this girl, because that took a lot of courage. Because me, I'd be like, I think I could stay and work for this lady a little longer. Cause you know what? Them people tripping. We on lockdown. Ain't nobody finna buy nothing. That's where my mind would have went. I'm sorry, y'all. I just gotta be real. That's where I would have been like, no. Once they open the world back up, I'll rethink this. But for you to get out there, you a bad sister. Hey, hats off to you. Kudos, girl. Do your thing. And like I said, you in Jersey, I'm so sad you're in San Antonio, but I'm still gonna call and bug you to say, hey girl, you know somebody in San Antonio? I'm just saying. But anyway, what I have to be thankful for, and I'm gonna shut up after this. Um, what I have to be thankful for is my family, this entrepreneur circle, because for me, it kind of puts me, and I'm lazy, I am, and I procrastinate. So for this to have this, for somebody to say, hey, you guys, you need to do it, or your vision boards, or this, that, and the other, it puts, because I think I was having a conversation with my daughter, Jalise, and I would say, girl, you know what? Marilyn and that the other girl said, we need to do vision boards. You know what? I had something I want, because there's something else I want to work on. I'm like, if I just put up the doggone vision board and put up there what I'm trying to do and put my goal and put the steps and look at it every day, I would be more on track, which is what I'm doing. And so I'm thankful for that, because I would just put it in my mind and rely on my little old brain to remember. And it just don't work like that no more. So um that vision board thing, they was on to something with that. And I'm definitely using that. And also I'm thankful for family, to be able to have family come around and check on me, even though I'm like, what you calling me for sometimes? But still, I'd be like, still, I'd be
Hey,
like,
hey,
I mean, y'all know y'all some worse than kids. I'm just saying,
right.
But anyway, I'm still thankful and grateful to have family and to have grandkids that climb all over me and say, hey, grandma, this, that, and the other. I'm still grateful to come and raid my pantry, even when I ain't got nothing in it, which is hardly ever, but still. But I'm thankful for just life in general, and to be able to be in the world that we're in and still be okay, because it's pretty terrible out there right now for a lot of people, getting sick, not even the financial aspect, but just health wise. So I'm grateful I have been able to dip in and out of stores and carry on my normal life, work from home, and I'm still, knock on wood, I'm still relatively healthy and still able to function and be okay. So that's what I'm most grateful for.
Thank you so
I
much
just
for
wanted
sharing.
to jump in real quick and be like, she was saying about vision boards, and she said Marilyn and that other girl, and I'm just like, hi, mom, I'm the
Oh,
other
was you
girl.
the other girl? I'm sorry. I thought it was
I
the girl
mean,
that does the
yeah,
makeup.
me and Shahara.
Oh, you
It's
was
cool
on
though.
that. Oh,
It's
I'm
cool.
sorry. Yeah, well, you too. You know I love you, girl.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Me
You
and
know.
Marilyn and that other
I'm
girl.
I
This
appreciate
is
all of y'all though. I really do.
yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm old. I told you I
And
was
speaking
old.
of the vision boards, we're going to do another segment for vision boards on the 9th of January. So get excited.
I'll be in there. I'll be on that one. Yep.
So Chanel, that's your target audience. She is your target audience. And there's and like she was stating, like her age. So there's 20-year-olds. Like it's 20 all the way to 80. You got like it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yes, bring home that paper.
Yes. And just like she was saying when I said earlier, I was like, if you have them the first time and then you have their kids. If you haven't noticed, that's my mom. And then a year later, I need to buy a house. So it's like literally coming back around. And I'm just waiting, like, can you do it so you can tell me what to do? So yeah.
Ooh, y'all put some pressure on me, but but yeah, no, I appreciate everybody's input, because you know how sometimes you have to hear it a couple times for you to do something about it. So definitely I want to start being more present, because what I've been posting has been informational, but like getting in front of the camera is not exactly the first thing I want to do. I actually like being in the background. So now I'm the face of my brand, and I don't even know what to do with myself, because I'm like, I don't like being at the forefront. But I mean, if it means helping people out and like them getting to know me, I didn't realize that, because I keep hearing this, that people have problems trusting agents. And I mean, I've worked with agents on the other side, and I know exactly what y'all mean, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be that way. So if I can relay that by being more personable, and like people actually getting to like see my face and like have conversations to put them at ease, then I'm just gonna have to get over the fact that I don't like being in front of the camera and talking. But I see that there's something that needs to be done to make people feel more comfortable. So all right, y'all. Enough talking for me today.
So what they're gonna call you, you don't have to talk, you don't have to respond. But what they're gonna call you is the trustworthy agent.
That's that's so true too, because just like I was telling my daughter about her business, I told her what I used to tell you, Jalise, people looking for you. You're not
Mhm.
out there, but people, you
Oh,
never know who looking for you until you put yourself out there.
Delise,
She used
you
to call me and be like, I seen this lady looking for eczema product. She was looking for you, but your product wasn't on the shelf yet. Like, and I'll be like, okay, well, okay, it's coming.
sell experiences. That's what you sell. Your target audience is
Mhm.
me, mother. Give us an experience, girl.
Yeah.
Us this give us this monthly box, okay? That tells us this is what you do with your face, this is what you do with your body, and take
Mhm.
10 to 15 minutes in the shower and just woosah. Right?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
work
Just
on
like
that.
she said
Let's
that as
add a
far
little
as
crystal in
Mhm.
there. Like, let's add some meditation. Let there's my mind is going like
Girl.
a
But
mile
see,
an
and it's like, that's my problem. I have all of that in here.
write it
And
down.
it's like, bruh, come on, like, put it there.
So write
Make
it
it.
down. Write it down,
Mhm.
okay? So
Mhm.
I want you to take the largest piece of paper that you had, write it
Mhm.
down, right? And then I want you to do it. I want everybody to do this because I've been doing this and it's really been helping me. Write a
Mhm.
top 10.
Mhm.
What you're gonna do is these are your biggest goals, your top 10. And that first one that you see, that's gonna move all the rest of them.
Okay.
So eventually, when you look back at that large piece of paper, you're gonna do all of them. You
Mhm.
just gotta start with one little and what you had, the salts. Like what mom doesn't want to take a 5-minute bath
Mhm.
and have like salt. I've been trying to find the eucalyptus that they hang in the shower. If you could sell
Yeah.
that for me, I probably would have bought it because
She's like, I want it.
but that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like you sell an experience. So like your Instagram,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
website would literally be just because I mean there's a lot of people that sell soaps and there's a lot of people that sell scrubs, but
Yeah.
you sell that experience and what makes you a little bit different, I would say, is you can package that and
Mhm.
show them that experience that they're gonna
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. I think you are definitely onto something. I think that is exactly
One
what I'm
thing,
gonna do.
just one
Yeah.
little thing, and what happens is when you do that one thing, it fires you to do like 3 like 10 other things that you're like, "Oh my god, that
Mhm.
and that happened in 2 minutes." Like I did that in 2
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
over
definitely.
don't overwhelm yourself.
That's exactly because I'm like, I feel like my biggest thing was I went and I looked at everybody else's. And I'm like, but Jalise, this is genuinely you though. Like you love this stuff. But
Imma
it's
send
like
you
for
something because
me,
there was something that I felt like I was, like, looking at, and I was just like, that's for somebody, but I don't
yeah,
know who."
yeah. And the thing that it made me like, I was like, okay, I have to say something because we've talked about that topic multiple times in here. And I was like, okay, Jalise, you're trying to fight through this part and you're not doing it right. Like you keep like bagging up, bagging up, bagging up. And it's like, this is, if you're passionate about it and you're a genuine person, like even I'll be like, okay, well, I haven't like certain products. I'll be like, no, I'm not putting that out yet because I haven't done it the way I needed to do it for it to be the way I would want to sell it to somebody. Because I'm not selling anybody any garbage. Like, you know what I mean? So like unless I master it, I won't sell it. I'm not gonna put it up. You won't see it. You won't even know it's out there. You won't know that I'm thinking about it.
It's fine.
So
Master it.
yeah.
Master that body cream.
So
Even if it takes you a whole year to master the body cream, but we got the
mhm,
bath salts,
yeah.
cool. Just just give us one thing that way we
Yeah.
know, like, and you could even put it out on the website like pre-sale with just a picture. And I bet you people would be like, oh my God, that's what's coming.
Wait, yeah.
And I'm just gonna wait because once that one product that you have is so super good, people are like they're fiending for that next product. But it has to like I I'm doing this right. It's the patience for me. It's like irking my
Yes.
nerves, but I'm like, hey, this because if you make it, like
Mhm.
if you show
Yeah.
people, like you're actually making this. You're actually taking the time to do that. People love
Yeah.
it.
And I
Yeah.
do want to add, like, so one of my clients, one of my bigger clients that I have,
Mhm.
she actually had put out a bunch of products, and you know, they were good products. There's nothing wrong with the products, but the thing is that she started going to investors, and they were like, basically, like, you need to have like master the one product and make it perfect first. And you know, every industry is different. So some industries, like the tech industry, for example, will tell you have to have 5,000 things out at once so that you can make a bunch of money, right? But that's not always the case. And when, and you know, we are talking about investors, so that's, you know, maybe now, maybe down the line or whatever the case may be, but they're going to look and they're going to be like, well, if you only had one or two products that were what you needed them to be, they were mastered, they were good, your clientele is where it needs to be with just those one or two products, we're going to look at you over somebody who has 500 products and they're only selling 10 of them. You know what I mean? Like on a larger scale. And they're not even really quality, they're just they're making money on those products. And so you want to think about that too, because your brand is everything, and that's what you're standing behind. That's your name, right? And so just having one or two products isn't a bad thing, but we that's what we think because we look at social media and we see these people doing 5,000 things. And the truth of the matter is either they're doing like it's quality versus quantity kind of thing,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know? And if they're doing 500 things right out the gate, they're probably 9 times out of 10 not doing it great, you know? Now, if you're
And
doing
that's what
500
discouraged
things,
me.
yeah, if you're doing
Mhm.
500 things over time, then sure. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You've built up to that point, right?
I'm gonna bring it.
So,
I'm gonna bring it to Rihanna. Rihanna didn't launch Fenty, and I'm always gonna talk about her because I mean that was just epic.
Mhm.
Rihanna didn't say, "Oh, let me launch Fenty," and then it was like yesterday, and then she came out with Fenty. She's been working on this for like 7 years.
Oh
She
wow.
made sure every piece of something was like perfected, and of course,
Mhm.
she dropped like it was like back to back. It was like, oh my god, we about to buy this now. We were it's because that was the backlog. That was the backlog, and that's where I had to look like, you know what? Let me get this manufacturer and let me sit down and let me sit down with him to see what I want and what and if it does cost, it does cost. Like I at this point, I know I mean she has money. You know what I mean? But like Marilyn was saying, that one product, she probably started off with that one product and then it just grew, but she didn't launch it yet. And then when she launched it, she gave it to us hard. Like it was month after month. Like, so, and then to me, packaging, like you can have some stuff, but packaging, especially when I'm about to put something on my body, like with a good little packaging. Like I love your jars. Like they're the cutest thing ever. And you're gonna give me this cute little spoon with it. Like
Thank you. Yeah. That's what I talk to my mom about that a lot, like the actual containers, and I think Marilyn too. She was actually the one that was with me when we did the whole jars or whatever. But like I am like a firm believer, and this is one thing that I always said. If you give me something and it works and it looks nice, okay, yeah, this is great. I'm gonna buy it, because I like it. But if you give me something and you give me that experience in that box, I'm gonna buy it for the little container. I'm gonna buy it for the box. I'm gonna buy it for the card. It's like I don't want to just give people, oh, here's a little, cardboard box that you can throw away. I want to give people like the experience. I want them to open it and be like, wow, like, because that's how it is to me. Like when I go in, and that's my quiet time. Some people, they like to read a book, whatever. But I'm like, I want to give you the experience that I get. You get what I mean? Because a lot of people don't. grow up, like especially with women taking care of their self. So it's like for me, I had to take that. Like when I had my kids, I'm like, okay, look, love y'all to death, you know, but I'm gonna need a little bit of time back for me. You know what I mean? Even if it's 5 minutes, you know what I mean? And it'll grow over time, but I need this 5, 10, 20 minutes. Is if even if it has to grow to 30, depending on if y'all work my nerves or not. But that's the time and that's the experience that I want to give to other people. You know what I mean? And that's where I kind of that's why I punked out because I was like, I don't even know if I can give that experience. Like I know what it feels like, but I don't know if they can know. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm back at it and I'm not gonna punk out this time. Because
Because you know
Chanel
what?
told me not to.
And be like, what did you do? Like,
Uh-huh.
what's your way of getting stuff done? Is your way like more of an aggressive way, which we should not. We need to roll back on the aggressive in our community. But or is it more like helping you, or is it more like self tips, or is it more like let me sit down and let's do a like I think that's it. Let me sit down with you and let's actually work on this is step 1, step 2, step 3.
Mm-hmm.
People what
Yeah.
they like to do is just tell you what to do.
Yeah.
That this is right. But that one-on-one that me and Marilyn will are having, we're gonna sit down with you and talk to you and walk you through that and say, let's do it right now. I'm not telling you to do it when we get off or have it. We already do that at EC. No, no, no. We're
Right.
gonna sit down and we're gonna do it right now. So we're gonna build
Yeah.
that. We're gonna build that membership. We're gonna we're gonna do it right now. I feel like that's what you need. And
Yeah,
it's
and it's like that
I
holding
wish
you
I had
accountable
that.
for it. Like, okay, so last group you said you were starting it. I ain't see no posts. Like, what's going on? You know? And I
Right.
feel like that, yeah, like, did you post today? I
Because
think
some
that's,
people learn like that. Some people gather
yeah.
information and then they're go get like just say go.
Mhm.
They're like, okay, I grabbed the information and now I'm gonna do this, right? But
Mhm.
you gotta hold their hand because eventually they're gonna let go and they're gonna go by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm that person because I know Marilyn, she'll be like, Jaleese, I haven't seen you in a while. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be there next week. Don't call and check though. Like I'll be there eventually though.
Marilyn got more love on you.
So bad. Man. So
Omar's here. Yay! Welcome, Omar.
So we have like 20 minutes roughly left. I know Bree and Shay just said Omar is here. So if either of you guys want to share, you are welcome to.
Or Alexis. I see Alexis is here as well.
yeah.
Alrighty, I'll go because this is stirring up in my spirit to share. So for me, I am an entrepreneur in the making. I've said that many times. This year, I've really stepped out and I've received clarity on a vision that I had in a dream from 2016. So for me, I'm thankful for clarity and finding comfort when being uncomfortable. This whole year has been like an uncomfortable journey, but I prayed that I would experience this type of growth. So for me, I took it upon myself after we had the vision board call to step out and say, hey, I'm just going to do this. I don't have the resources, I don't have the funds, but I made it happen. So basically, my goal is to build a brand, and that is going to be ROW. It stands for a real endeavor under excellence. So this is going to be my way to give back to my dad who passed away when I was 18. So why am I getting emotional? So basically, this is going to be my
I'm
vehicle
getting
to.
emotional.
I
Like you said it, and now okay.
I know. So this is going to be my vehicle to basically start a legacy and build a legacy that I've been basically dreaming about. So my goal is to start with my fitness aspect first, which is what I did this year. Didn't really think I would
see anything from it. But for my first challenge that I created, like I said, the first time I had 25 women sign up, believed in me, paid for everything that I was doing. So my goal is to basically bring fitness and wellness together. I really want people to learn how to work out, of course, but I also want them to build on their mental stability as well. So that is my focus. Next year, I will be launching my business. And I just want, like, this year has showed me like everything happens for a reason. I shared earlier and I was drinking coffee because I have a 15-page paper to write. So basically, that 15-page paper is my business plan. And that's something that I have to turn in for my master's course or whatever. So I was doing a discussion board basically last week, and we had to share what partners we would want to partner with for our business. And people in my class, they might not think that this is a real thing, but I'm actually using what I'm doing in my life for my class. So basically, the company I work for just got furloughed from somebody that's in my class works for corporate. And he was like, once you launch your business, we need to partner because we need you to work with our fitness and enrollment teams for personal development. So I say all of that to say, like, for me, it was just finding clarity, stepping out on faith, being uncomfortable. I wasn't even in the right. So much has happened this year. I was like, I don't want to be on camera. I don't even want to be on social media promoting stuff and stuff like that. But just stepping out of my comfort zone allowed me to get to where I am now. And I feel like I have all the tools that I need to successfully start next year in January or February. So I am truly, truly excited.
Oh my God, that is so awesome, Bree. I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for sharing. Like, you have been a joy to have in this group, like, truly. Thank you so much for sharing.
I'm crying. Yeah. I'm excited. These are happy tears. I'm excited. You already know I'm only one call away. I'm
Thank you.
everything is gonna be wonderful and everything's gonna be great. And that's that what got me was the person in your classroom. Like that's God right there.
Oh, I know.
We for some reason, like our intuition, like we have to listen to that. Like the minute it comes in, it's in our head for a reason. It's ours
Mhm.
for a reason. Um, So even if it's, like I said, even if it's not launched, if it's there and you're working at it and you're about to do it, there's this because Marilyn got me on TikTok. Okay, she TikTok, so she's like,
You're
okay,
welcome. You're
this is
welcome.
what you need to. This is what you need to do, right? So there's a girl, literally, she makes because she shows you how much like she makes off of Shopify. She is almost at this year after Black Friday. She's almost at 1 million. Her
Wow.
goal this year was 500,000. Do you want to know how she started her business?
Yeah.
She started her business, Bree, with a 15. I'm going to send it to you with a 15-page essay that she had to do for her business
Mm,
on
mm.
makeup brushes and her concept on those makeup brushes. And then look at her now. She's been in like Ipsy, she's been in BoxyCharm, and that right there, I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Sometimes it takes just you really just. She said it took her just looking at the paper
Yeah.
and people and girls in her class be like, I need that, like I really really need that, like tomorrow, and she just went from there, and it blew up,
That's awesome.
and then
It,
TikTok.
so it's
She
just
said
like I was.
TikTok really like launched her, like took it to another level. Which I mean, these people
I
over
mean,
here.
all jokes aside, like TikTok is actually one of the best ways to get your brand out there. And like, I think the biggest thing that what people don't realize is think about this. I'm one of those people that doesn't like to be on camera. I don't like to talk on camera or anything like that. But when you think about it, think about all the people that you watch and like the weird things that they do, or when they mess up and it's funny, or like you're like, oh my God, she looks just like me when I do that, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, did she freeze?
Yeah.
It's okay to not be perfect. Nobody wants to watch a perfect video.
Yeah.
They don't. It's true. They don't. They don't. It's not relatable. You know what I mean? So if, like, whether it's TikTok, it's your own brand, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, it's okay to be weird. It's okay, because you're going to attract other people that are weird just like you. I mean, I attracted all of you guys somehow, and I'm not really sure, but somehow you guys are still here. But I'm my own kind of weird. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But that's because we're all relating on some kind of level. You know what I mean? And that, just remember, always remember, when you're going to do something for your brand, it's okay not to be perfect. I just want you guys to always keep that in the back of your mind.
And it kind of goes back to this is Ann. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. I mean, and you're the second person that said it. I don't like being on the camera, and I totally can relate because I'm a background person myself. I don't want to. That's, as you see, I'm not. My face is not even on this video. I'd have anxiety attack just doing this. So you know me, I can't do no podcast. I can no. So, but I guess the thing of it is, and just like I said before, somebody is looking for you, and you really need to take that to heart. Take that to heart. Think about it. I'm hiding in the background, but somebody can't see me and they're looking for me. You don't know who that person is. At this point, you don't need to know. But if you put yourself out there, you'll find exactly who was out there looking for you, waiting for you to appear. This Marilyn, I was looking for her, didn't even know it. She is so resourceful. She's a blessing in my life. The other girl that does the makeup, um, spoiler alert, put this out here. I watch her videos. I came across her on, and I forget, I don't know if it's Instagram or whatever it is, but wherever, because I go on Instagram and I go on what is it, Facebook, and if she's doing a video, that's that girl right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't even pronounce her name, but if she's doing a makeup video, oh, let me see what she's doing today. Oh, I never thought about that. Oh, is that how you do that? Oh my God, I don't wear makeup all the time, and I don't even wear it daily. But just to see her video, she answered some questions like, how do those girls look like this? Or how do they get their face to look like that? Or how do they create that look? Because I'm curious. So if I have to do it, I know who to go to, or I know how to do it because this girl showed me how to do it in her video. The lady from the real estate, she just said, I do real estate, is that other. Hey, at least I got somebody. So if I have a question, best believe I'm gonna say, hey, Marilyn, you know that girl that was on the thing that was talking about the real estate? Do you think she would answer this question for me? Or do you think she would know? You know what I'm saying? It's just reaching out to people. So if you put yourself out there for people, because trust me, I guarantee you, it's somebody looking for you. And if you don't put yourself out there, they'll never find you.
And you have such a soothing voice. I could listen to this woman all day. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Well, before we close out, I just want to see if anybody else wanted to share, since we are in our entrepreneurs giving today. I think that we have gotten almost everybody. But I'll just close out. I know that I haven't really talked about what it is that I do outside of Entrepreneur Circle. So I do want to say I do websites and SEO, and then consulting for small businesses. I guess one of my biggest goals, not I guess, let me own it. One of my biggest goals is to have a creative studio where I can help people know that they can follow their passion. Also be able to relax in what they do. So there are a lot of levels to that, but ultimately what I do now is the websites and the SEO and help people become digital. While I may not manage social media for people, I do know people that do, if that's something that you need help with. And I have the connections for the all aspects of digital marketing. So if you have questions, it's something I have done in the past, still do now for my own business. And I would say that outside of my business and being able to help people, because recently I've had people that have come to me that they didn't even know anything about me, which I think is the most rewarding, is when you get to help people that like weren't even referrals, you know? I mean, referrals are always awesome, but when people start to come to you outside of that, it's like, wow, like I kind of know what I'm doing, you know? And so I'll say that that's one of the biggest things I'm thankful for this year. Um, and this group gives me so much motivation as to keep going, because I see all of you guys and I'm like, well, if they can do it, then I can do it too. And so once again, I do want to just really say thank you guys for all being a part, participating. I love to hear, like, I think my favorite thing to hear in this group is, I didn't even think I was going to get on camera, or I wasn't even going to speak in this group. And then you do. And like, I think that's really cool, because it's almost like you guys have gotten to a comfort level to where, okay, I want to share. I'm ready for this. I like this group. I like what's going on. And I think that's awesome. So thank you guys once again. If anybody else has anything to share, we do have a couple minutes.
I just want to say thank you too. That's it. Just thank you. It's really awesome to look forward to something,
Yeah.
especially when your mind is like, you're like, oh, pause for a minute, and I get to enjoy. Because especially right now, this is my girl time. Just being honest. But yeah. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you for starting something off of just a conversation. And I can't wait. Like, we're in December. I can't wait. Listen, this is gonna be this is a great month, you guys. And I can't wait for 2021. I just can't wait to see what EC does in 2021. I think it's
I
gonna be
know.
I think it's gonna be really dope.
I'm excited. And so I guess I'll say before we close out, next month we're doing balancing. Which is super cool. Because I think that's something everybody struggles with, not even just the entrepreneurs, you know, especially this year.
Mhm.
Whew. So we're going to talk about balancing your life, your business, your work life, your family, your friends, and all this craziness that's going on. So that's really exciting. And yeah, so if you haven't had a chance, check out our new web page. It's in the group. I am going to also send an email to you guys with the free group on Facebook. But that is it for the night. I thank you guys so much for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Good night, everybody. Love you all.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.